The video you are about to watch is deeply cultural, so I encourage you to ensure that you watch the video to the very last minute. After watching the video, then we can discuss. In the video, you will see the leader of the women's wing of Ohanaeze Ndigbo honoring one of the most powerful people on earth, one of the most powerful persons, one of the most powerful individuals on earth, with two things, two attires. One is Akwa Ọcha, and the other one is the Isi Agu attire of the Igbo people and the Akwa Ọcha of the Igbo people. They represent two things. Akwa Ọcha belongs to Ndi Igbo, usually of the western side of the river Niger, while Isi Agu is often worn by all Igbo people, but especially by those our brothers in eastern Nigeria. It's a symbol, but I want us to patiently watch the video. In the video, you will see the names I didn't mention. Rita-Daniels Chukwuji. She is the leader of the women's wing of Ohanaeze Ndigbo. You will also see the Director General of World Trade Organization, Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, in her own father's house in Ogwashi-Uku. In the video, you will see the king of Ogwashi-Uku adorning a black attire. We will address that after watching the video. Let me not waste too much of your time. Watch this video.
Akwa Ọcha as a princess from Ogwashi-Uku kingdom. Nani? Akwa Benny. Akwa Yoyo. I said I don't do yabo. 1911 we chika ite mawu ite buroke ne buna mawu mana I don't do no. Hey, so beautiful. No, this is lovely. Tu passe ya nudu. Beautiful.
Number one.
Beautiful. Do you know what this is handwoven here? Yes. I'm a nice size that I do for her blouse. Oh. I know you go very well. When I get coming, last is Abu. I lose no. What was off for me? The mask is you wear your. It was a complete. Yes, complete. I have a here. Now where's the cable? Where's the cable? Hey. Wow.
Oh, 2 to 1.
I'm so honored. I'm privileged to do this.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Where is the cable?
Princess!
Yes, so.
Taken now by surprise. This is wonderful. Really, really wonderful.
Or 2 to 1.
Obiago.
I'm a Monibo. Popo Hakaike.
My prince.
It's too much. She really, I mean, this is amazing.
And they will see you off to the airport tomorrow.
To the airport?
Tomorrow.
Okay. So, if I get many people, I'm going to try to see Kwadun, no need for the name. Okay. So,
Ochudo one.
Alright, welcome back to Enu Cultural Forum. If this is your first time of coming across any of our videos, please hit the subscribe button. My name is Prince Onwadenim Ngozi Chukwuka Fortune, and I'm welcoming you to Enu Cultural Forum. The video you just watched was shot at the palace of the Obi of Ogwashi-Uku, who you also saw in the video, Obi Fechukwude Okonjo. You saw him in the video, the king of Ogwashi-Uku, the younger brother of Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. Yes, you saw him in the video wearing black because the family is mourning. Kings don't usually mourn openly, but his outfit says it all. Usually you will see our kings, our Obi, wearing white. It is rare to see them wear other colors, especially black. But because of what happened, he is wearing black. So that is the reason why you saw the king there wearing black attire. So let's analyze the video. Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala was recently invited to her hometown, to her home state of Delta State for an economic summit that recently held in Asaba, organized by the Delta State government. And she visited her community, her father's house, and she was welcomed by the leader of the women's wing of Ohanaeze Ndigbo, Chief Rita-Daniels Chukwuji in Ogwashi-Uku. You heard them speaking Ogwashi-Uku dialect of the Igbo language. It's an annual sub-dialect. You heard them speaking. You heard Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala speaking her own father's language. That is one of the most powerful persons on earth as we speak. I don't like categorizing her as one of the most powerful women. One of the most powerful human beings on earth. Listed annually by Forbes, by Times Magazine, as one of the 100 most influential persons on earth, speaking in her own father's tongue, speaking her mother tongue, speaking the language of her ancestors. Being up there didn't mean for her forgetting who you are or where you come from. She is the Ada of Obi Professor Chukwuka Okonjo, the Ada of Professor Kainene Okonjo, the mother. The mother is listed in some journals as Nigeria's first professor of sociology. She's still alive. Her father was a professor of mathematics. In fact, he single-handedly designed the education curriculum of Ghana. He was also one of the brigadiers in the Biafran army. When you see all these antecedents, when you see that the leader of the women's wing of Ohanaeze Ndigbo is from Ogwashi-Uku, when you see an Ogwashi-Uku woman fully identifying herself as an Igbo woman, what comes to your mind? This is for those who consistently deny their Igbo identity. I don't know where you pick your examples from. We have also had a President General of Ohanaeze Ndigbo from the same town, Ogwashi-Uku. I am from Ubuluku. My mother is from Agidiehe in Ogwashi-Uku. So when we talk about our Igbo identity, we are not doing this for content. We are not doing this to impress any politician. We are not also doing this because we are paid by Meta. We are doing this to set the record straight. We are doing this to preserve history. We are doing this so that tomorrow somebody can come online and find digital footprints that point to the fact that we are Igbo people. We are not doing this because one politician is sitting somewhere and bankrolling what we are doing. No. We get support. And at this point, I would like to acknowledge the support of one of our brothers from New York. He called in a few days ago and he supported us massively. I don't even know his name. So these are the kind of support we receive from people who even want to stay anonymous. Please, honor your Igbo identity. You can see, being Igbo did not in any way limit the successes of Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. Look at where she is today and look at where she has been. She remains one of the first persons to serve 2 terms as Nigeria's Minister of Finance. And you saw her track record. You saw what she left. You saw what she met as well. That today we had our debt with the Paris Club cancelled is because of her sagacious negotiations. And look at what she's doing with trade all over the world today. Being Igbo did not in any way reduce her. It does not reduce anyone. In fact, it adds to you. One of the greatest problems people face all over the world is a problem of identity, not knowing who they are. You are lucky that you know who you are. I listened to Bishop T.D. Jakes, who recently unveiled his DNA results, announcing to the world that he is Igbo, not by guessing, but by DNA verification. And he told them, very simple thing, that Africans, especially in Igbo, are busy chasing what they do not have, forgetting that what they have is glorious. What is that thing that you have? Your identity. Most people live in this world from the year they were born, even if they live 100 years, not knowing who they are. So they just pass without knowing their identity. Being a pastor himself, Bishop T.D. Jakes said, and I quote, "Knowing who I am, that I am Igbo, was a kind of healing for me, both mentally and spiritually." It was a healing for him to know who he is. You know who you are, but you are denying it. So let this video serve as a reminder that being Igbo does not reduce your identity. Being Igbo, rather, increases who you are. Let it not be that I forgot, because I also saw the Omu of Ogwashi-Uku in that video. She was the one putting the Akwa Ọcha on the shoulders of Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. If it was some people, you would say, no, Omu, I'm scared. They are fetish. What is fetish about Akwa Ọcha? What is fetish about an Omu who carries Nzu? Nzu is something that should be celebrated by anyone and everyone, irrespective of your religious affiliation. We have a proverb that says, Akape Nzu ade unyi. Nzu is for celebration. When I'm talking of Nzu, for those who do not understand Igbo very well, I'm talking about native chalk. Nzu. Akape Nzu ade unyi. That is why when you go for all these our festivals, they will give you Nzu. It's like we are celebrating. When they give birth to a child, they rub Nzu. Nzu is for celebration. Akwa Ọcha is for celebration. When you saw the king there wearing black, it is because somebody from his family, they are bereaved and they are currently mourning. It is rare to see a king wearing black. In fact, it is a law for us. A king does not see a dead person. Once they declare that somebody is dead, the king turns his back and leaves. A king does not behold a dead person. So that is the best way he could mourn. That is why you saw him wearing black. I hope you enjoyed watching that video. Please look through our channel. I promise you will find so many other interesting videos celebrating Igbo excellence, explaining Igbo culture, celebrating Igbo tradition, Igbo food. Watch them. Watch them from the beginning to the end. You will find them very, very interesting and useful. Until next time, my name is Ngozi Chukwuka Fortune, and I say, continue being curious about Igbo culture and continue promoting your Igbo identity without fear or without favor. See you next time. Bye-bye.